At 45, Kim Tae Hee, once hailed as South Korea's national beauty treasure, no longer clings to the pursuit of eternal youth. Instead, she has embarked on a journey of self-love, not in the spotlight of red carpets, but in the quiet moments of motherhood, housework, and the first signs of aging. Her transformation is not just personal, it reflects the evolving mindset of modern Asian women, who are learning to let go of impossible standards and embrace authenticity. When a beauty icon begins to struggle with the mirror. For over 2 decades, Kim Tae Hee has been the uncontested standard of Korean beauty. Her natural features and impressive education, she graduated from Seoul National University, made her a media darling and the role model of millions of women. Yet even someone admired as flawless once looked in the mirror and quietly panicked. "I noticed my skin wasn't as firm as before. I could feel myself aging," she admitted. That simple statement speaks volumes. It unveils the lesser-known side of fame, the silent anxiety over time's effects on appearance, especially for someone revered for their looks. "After I turned 35, I began to feel uneasy. I had just gotten married, had children, and was busy taking care of them," Kim Tae Hee shared in a rare, candid moment during her recent appearance in Taiwan. The graceful beauty, a deliberate choice, not an accident. There's a harsh truth often ignored: being labeled goddess-like isn't just praise, it's pressure. When you are known as the epitome of beauty, every wrinkle or change becomes a public concern. Kim Tae Hee experienced that. But instead of fighting aging with extreme measures, she took a different path. "When I turned 40, I finally learned how to accept myself. I told myself, some things are beyond my control, so I'll just do my best within my ability," she explained. That shift in mindset not only marked personal growth but also reflected a broader trend among Korean actresses, speaking openly about once taboo topics like aging, motherhood fatigue, and the fading spotlight. While many stars choose aggressive beauty procedures, Kim Tae Hee prefers gentle, minimal care, periodic laser treatments that maintain a natural look. "I don't like treatments that make drastic changes to my appearance. Once every few months or once a year is enough," she revealed. "You don't have to be ageless to be admirable." In many Asian societies, beauty is still deeply tied to youthfulness and sacrifice. Women often feel pressured to remain unchanged to be accepted. Kim Tae Hee's vulnerability about her post-marriage and post-motherhood changes isn't just personal, it's revolutionary. It offers validation to countless women who struggle silently with the same issues. According to the Dove Global Beauty and Confidence Report, 2021, 54% of Asian women feel pressure to look younger than their age. Nearly 70% admit to discomfort with wrinkles or visible signs of aging. These numbers are more than statistics, they're daily struggles women face in front of the mirror. When someone like Kim Tae Hee, once the gold standard of beauty, talks about her insecurities, it resonates. It heals. From goddess to real woman. What's striking is that Kim Tae Hee has become even more inspiring now, not by remaining flawless, but by becoming relatable. Images of her in casual clothes, makeup-free, playing with her kids, or doing housework, shared in interviews and reality shows, paint a portrait of authenticity. Fans now describe her beauty as real, maternal, and womanly qualities often overshadowed by the glamour of celebrity life. After taking a break to raise her family, Kim Tae Hee returned to the screen with Hi Bye, Mama 2020, and House with a Yard 2023. Gone were the roles of glamorous heiresses, she chose complex, emotional characters, a mother, a wife, a woman with depth. It's a powerful way to reconnect with the audience, not through beauty, but through humanity. Conclusion: the beauty of growth and autonomy. Kim Tae Hee was once a beauty icon. Now, she is becoming something even more meaningful, a symbol of autonomy over one's own definition of beauty. She no longer needs to be forever young, nor constantly camera-ready to be admired. Kim Tae Hee is proving that women have the right to age, to change, and to be happy on their own terms. This kind of beauty doesn't come from makeup or lighting, it comes from self-acceptance and emotional freedom. And every woman deserves that. "I hope I can continue to maintain this unique kind of beauty and charm," Kim Tae Hee says. "A beauty that may not defy time, but one that has triumphed over self-doubt. And that, perhaps, is even more powerful. At 45, Kim Tae Hee, once synonymous with flawless beauty and perfect grace, has entered a new era of her life that is far more profound than anything the red carpet could offer. She is no longer just the national beauty of Korea, but a woman navigating the complexity of age, self-worth, and authenticity in a culture that worships youth. In her recent rare interview during a promotional trip to Taiwan, Kim Tae Hee opened up about the emotional changes that came after marriage and motherhood. It was not just a press appearance, it was a revelation. After turning 35, I started to feel anxious, she admitted. I had just gotten married, had children, and was busy taking care of them. I noticed my skin wasn't as firm, and for the first time, I truly felt myself aging. This quiet confession from someone long considered the epitome of Korean beauty is nothing short of revolutionary. From perfection to permission, redefining beauty and silence. For decades, Kim Tae Hee represented an ideal, natural beauty, elite education, elegance, and scandal-free fame. She was not just admired, she was mythologized. But that admiration came with invisible shackles. To be perfect meant to never age, never falter, never reveal cracks in the surface. Yet, as she stands now, at the intersection of middle age, motherhood, and maturity, Kim Tae Hee is choosing to embrace change, not fight it. At 40, I finally learned to accept myself, she shared. I realized that some things are beyond my control. So I just try to do my best and love the version of me that exists now. This isn't just self-love. It's cultural defiance. In South Korea, one of the world's most beauty-obsessed societies, aging, especially for women in entertainment, is almost taboo. The pressure to remain youthful has driven many celebrities to intense cosmetic procedures. But Kim Tae Hee has chosen a different path: minimal skincare, occasional laser therapy, and most importantly, a deep commitment to natural aging. I don't like extreme changes to my appearance. Once or twice a year is enough, she said, referring to her beauty routine. The shift from goddess to human. This transformation is not a fall from grace, it's an evolution. Kim Tae Hee is no longer just the untouchable beauty of the 2000s. She is a relatable woman who juggles parenting, chores, and self-care with the same exhaustion that millions of women face every day. When I'm not filming, I'm usually home taking care of my kids and doing housework. I don't have much time for intensive skincare, she revealed. In a world dominated by polished Instagram lives, her honesty is powerful. It's also contagious. Fans no longer just admire her beauty, they admire her bravery. Social media is flooded with comments like "she's more beautiful now because she's real" and "she gives me hope that aging can be graceful, not shameful." This is the new Kim Tae Hee, not a porcelain statue, but a living, breathing woman with wrinkles, wisdom, and wonder. Beyond the mirror, a new standard for Korean women. Kim Tae Hee's evolution also reflects a broader shift among Korean women, especially those in their 30s and 40s. There is a growing movement to reject impossible standards and embrace self-defined beauty. According to a 2023 study by the Korean Women's Development Institute, nearly 61% of Korean women aged 35 to 50 say they feel pressured to look younger, but over 48% are actively seeking to redefine beauty on their own terms.